Welcome, everyone. My name is Karen Davis. I am the Communications Director for the Camera Club of Richmond. Welcome to our CCR Spotlights. Today, we're actually spotlighting an organization as well as an individual. The organization is the Photographic Society of America, otherwise known as PSA, and the individual is Carole Hagaman. Carole is our PSA rep and has been for many years. And she's been a longtime Camera Club of Richmond member. Carole knows everything there is to know about the Photographic Society of America. So we are going to have her tell us a little bit about the organization and about some exciting news that we are going to share just in a few minutes. But first, let me give you a little bit of information about the Photographic Society of America. It's a 501c3 nonprofit. And it's one of the largest nonprofit organizations for photographers and photographic organizations like CCR. It was established in 1934, and they have members in over 60 countries. So while it's called the Photographic Society of America, it really is a worldwide organization. Their mission is to promote the art and science of photography as a means of communication, image appreciation, and cultural exchange. They provide education, information, inspiration, and opportunity to all persons interested in photography. They also foster personal growth and expression, creativity, excellence, and ethical conduct in all aspects of photographic endeavor. So, as I mentioned, they have been around since 1934, and the Camera Club of Richmond has been around actually even longer than that. We were chartered in 1932. And then when PSA began in 34, we became a charter member of PSA. So, Carole, I'm going to turn it over and talk a little bit about you and your relationship with PSA and CCR. So tell us a little bit about your history. I think you joined PSA very early on, so you're a very long time member. What year did you join?
I joined PSA in 1980, which is the same year that I joined the Camera Club of Richmond. Some of our members were already members at that time, and they encouraged me to join. And it was one of the greatest things I ever did in my life.
Oh, that's awesome. And now you mentioned you joined, and then the Camera Club of Richmond joined. So PSA actually allows for both groups like us and individuals to join, correct?
Yes.
And
we encourage both professional and non-professional members, and most of our PSA membership is made up of serious amateurs, just like we are. I mean, very serious and very talented, but we do have some professional photographers in the society.
Okay. And I'm going to share my screen because they have a gorgeous website, and I'm going to bring that up and go back to the main screen. They just did a major review and overhaul of their website. So it's an absolutely lovely website. So while we've got that website up and running, what does it mean that CCR is a member of the Photographic Society of America? Let's talk about the club first and what it offers to us as a club.
Okay, being a member club permits the ability of the club to share programming and judging and many educational benefits. It has a program that we can ask speakers to give us programs via Zoom, and there are judging abilities set up. But one of the greatest assets over the years has been establishing criteria by which we judge our photographic work. And there's a certain criteria for fairness and unbiased manner in which images are evaluated. And the PSA has been invaluable by their standards that they have set and by which we follow.
Right. Yes, and I remember we've been beneficiary of several of their wonderful presenters who have joined us from across the pond. We actually had a fellow from the United Kingdom who did a presentation for us and several others. And over the years, Carole has secured judges for our end of year competition from her many associates that she has met over the years at PSA. And these folks are just some of the most giving people that I have ever met. You know, they'll get in a car and drive down here from Delaware, Maryland to spend an entire day looking at CCR pictures to help us by judging our end of year competition. So they're just some really wonderful, amazing people. So now we're talking about the people. Tell us what PSA offers to individuals as members.
Well, there is so much information available for the member through study groups, instructional online courses. There are exhibitions that you may view, and there are travel aids that are different people throughout the country that will give you information on their area. And one of the most exciting benefits for me, of course, when I first joined, I joined a study group. And we were shooting slides at the time, so we called it a slide study group, but now it's just study groups of your particular interest. And there are usually 5 or 6, maybe 7 people in a group, and you share your images, and each one of you judge the other images or evaluate, I'd say, the images, and they evaluate yours. And in turn, this is how you learn how you can make better photographs. But another great benefit, my husband and I have attended every single end of the year conference or yearly photo conference since 1983. Our first conference was in San Francisco, and it was so amazing that we have never missed one. This would have been our 40th consecutive conference in Williamsburg, but because of COVID, we did not have a conference in 2020. So this will be our 39th consecutive. And you learn so much from the quality of the speakers, and we have made friendly, working, lasting friendships with people all over the US, from California to Florida to New York. I mean, Massachusetts. It's just been a lovely camaraderie among the members.
And Carole gave us a little bit of a hint of what's coming up, because their photo festival, and I'm sorry, I have to go through the search again to find it. The photo festival in 2023, drum roll please, is going to be right in our backyard. PSA is coming to Williamsburg, Virginia, and the festival will be held between September 27th and 30th. And actually there are some activities that occur a few days before the festival. So tours and that sort of thing. And I understand a lot of our members go quite frequently to the Williamsburg, Jamestown, Yorktown area and have probably seen all the sites, but you probably haven't seen the sites with other photographers and with professional guides. And, you know, I know personally, I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to ask Carole to talk a little bit about what goes on at this fabulous photo festival that's coming to us in Williamsburg, Virginia. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and you'll see where, you know, there's the conference hotel, and I think there's a map. But Carole, go ahead and talk to us a little bit about what what happens at the photo festival.
Okay, well, like Karen said, they will begin their tours on Monday and Tuesday, but on Sunday night, there's like a fun tour that's going to be one of the ghost tours that Williamsburg holds. And then there will be a dinner at this great restaurant following, and that's all included in the price of the tour ticket. And then Monday and Tuesday, they will be having tours to Jamestown, Yorktown, and Norfolk, Virginia, to the Norfolk Naval Yard. There will be a cruise around the harbor, and then ability to go on to I think it's the USS Wisconsin. I forgot.
Yeah, let's see if I can bring up.
Anyway, there's a naval ship there at the naval
right.
port, and you will be able to tour that on your kind of, well, you will be on the PSA tour, but you go onto the ship for a self-guided tour. Then on Tuesday night is the opening of this wonderful print exhibit, which has hundreds of prints that people have exhibited, not just from the USA, but all over the world. On Wednesday, the main programming starts with instructional programs that go all day long, will be Wednesday through Saturday. Then each night, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night, we have three professional photographers that will be presenting exceptional programs. The first one, or one of them, is Dan Burkholder. Dan is going to teach us about iPhone artistry, which is a big thing that's begun to take over in the photographic world. And his program is entitled Fine Art Photography in Your Pocket. And then another professional photographer is Ian Plant, who is his program is entitled Making Compelling Nature Photos. And he has some exquisite images that he has had published throughout many different venues. And then a lot of us, I'm sure, have heard of Franz Lanting, and Fran's program is entitled Eye to Eye with Life. And he, again, is an exceptional photographer. And these programs start on those 3 nights and run for about at least an hour and a half or 2 hours. And then there's a brief reception for get together after each of these programs. But the quality of these programs is worth the drive to Williamsburg, even if there were just one night. But hopefully our members will be able to go for all 3 or 4 days, or however many that they can. There will be a variety of speakers during the days on Wednesday through Saturday, and various subjects based on the different divisions of PSA. There is a projected image division. This division used to be color slide division. And of course, with the coming of digital photography, its name was changed to projected image division, or the PID. Then we have a nature division, which stresses nature and all of its beautiful imagery. There's a photojournalism division, a print division, which includes both color and black and white, a photo travel division, and a stereo division. Each of these divisions will have an exhibition of their international exhibition that is prejudged before the conference. Thousands of images are sent in, judged, and about 20 to 25% of these images are called acceptances. These acceptances are put together into a program with music and are shown at the conference. And it's one of the highlights of the conference for me, because I love to see the images and the quality of what other people around the world are doing. And it's just a great display of photography today, and all the different aspects of people and how they photograph. And plus there will be 2 photo sessions for portraiture. And we have a professional photographer that comes from Las Vegas, and he has been helping us for years on how to set up, how to photograph, how to set lighting, and with live models. So that is, I think it's on Thursday and Friday this year. So it's just a whole lot of opportunity from morning to night to learn, to see, and appreciate the beautiful work that is done by top photographers throughout the world. And not only that, the wonderful people that attend this conference, the camaraderie has just been wonderful. And like I said earlier, we have made lifelong friends throughout the, well, United States and some worldwide. And we look forward each year to meeting these lovely people and having the camaraderie with them.
Awesome. And we didn't mention, but of course, if you Google Photographic Society of America, you will find this website where I am. It's www.psa-photo.org, and all the information about the 2023 Photo Festival is there on the website. You'll see that there's a homepage. There's a place here where you can register, and non-members can attend. I believe I read that somewhere, Carole.
Yes, they can. I think it's
Okay.
a cost is a little bit more for a non-member for their attendance, but
Right.
that too is under the Photo Festival site.
Okay. And there are day passes. So if you want to come for just a day, you can do that, or you can come for the entire festival. Also, we talked about membership in PSA. So I'm going to click that tab very quickly to show you exactly, that there is an entire section of the website devoted to member benefits. So if you've ever considered Photographic Society of America and membership there, this is, a great time to become a member, because you get a discount on the photo festival, and get all of these wonderful online photography classes, of which I've taken a couple of those classes, and they're just outstanding. The instructors are wonderful. And it's online, so of course, everything is handled back and forth via email, or there's some that are willing to talk to you by phone, but it's very well structured, very well laid out. As Carole mentioned, there are webinars, there are folks that will help you with travel. There are travel advisors that can help you if you're planning a trip. And then there are competitions. There are division-wide competitions, and Carole talked some about individual competitions. So there are lots of opportunities for you if you're looking to step up a level in your photography and learn more. We're all constantly learning. Carole, anything else you'd like to add about the upcoming festival or about PSA?
Well, just one brief little personal note.
Mhm.
When I first joined PSA in 1980, of course, I was a budding photographer trying to learn. And of course, the Camera Club of Richmond was my most valuable tool. But when I first joined PSA, I wanted to enter their international exhibition to see the quality and the level of images that were being displayed. Well, when I entered several times, and of course I got no acceptances because I was learning. But when I got my first acceptance and got that postcard in the mail and saw that I had one, I was excited as if I had won a gold Olympic medal. I couldn't have been any happier. And from then on, it was just the greatest learning experience. And that's a good way to see how your photography, I say, chalks up with some of the better images, but it's so much fun. And then you get credit for every image that you have accepted in an exhibition. And once you have so many acceptances, you get stars. And then there's so many acceptances required for 1 star, 2 stars, 3, all the way up to 5. And then you go into a galaxy level for, many, many acceptances.
Right.
But I'll never forget that first one and the little image that I had of this tiny little flower.
That's awesome. Now, you have accomplished quite a few designations within PSA. So as you accumulate these stars and these credits and these accolades, so tell us what level you are and what designations you have.
Okay, well, I am a 4-star exhibitor in the the projected image division. I am a 2-star exhibitor in the photojournalism division and a 2-star exhibitor in the monochrome print division. I have right many acceptances to go for the 5th star, but I still need right many more to reach that level. This past year at the International Exhibition in Colorado Springs, I received my PPSA, which is a designation of proficiency in the PSA. And that's when you have to have, I think it's 438 or 83, can't remember exactly, acceptances in all divisions. And then you get these proficiency levels, and then you go to excellence, and it just keeps going, you know, the more awards that you obtain. One of my biggest jobs in PSA, I was on the board for a couple years as the publicity director, and I also held the chairmanship of the committee that awards the FPSAs and APSAs, which are like honorary degrees based on work and exhibition excellence. And so I was chairman of the honors committee, and that is the committee that assigns or reviews the person's work to see if they are eligible for these awards. It's a lot of work, but I'm glad I did it. And so I just love this society.
Oh, well, we are so thankful for your liaison between the PSA and CCR, and we're so proud of everything that you've accomplished in PSA. I mean, that's just, it's a lifetime of work and a lifetime of you know, a loving relationship with this organization. So again, thank you for doing all of that and for sharing with us. So just as a quick reminder, the Photographic Society of America, it's www.psa-photo.org. You'll notice up here in the corner, they have a Facebook page, they have Twitter, they have Instagram, and I think that they are discontinuing Amazon Smile, but they still got the little Amazon logo up there, but I'll click very quickly. Hopefully this will switch over. But yeah, they have a Facebook page. Oh, it's not gonna let me in at the moment. But yeah, you can keep up with what's going on if you're, you know, a member, if you like their Facebook page, and it'll kind of let you know what things are coming up, etc. So again, thank you, Carole, for sharing all of this great information with us. And think about Williamsburg, and hopefully Carole and Ed and I will be there. So hopefully we'll see you in Williamsburg in September. So thanks so much.